Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Yesterday I got delivered a new accessory for my ZR2. Today we're going to show you what it is, put it on, and see if it gets any improvements. So let's check it out. So I purchased the Cold Air Inductions cold air intake for my ZR2. What comes in the kit? A filter element, a nice inlet tube, an inlet duct, a PVC tube, and one of the reasons I bought this was because of the cover, because it goes right on top of the OEM box in the engine bay. GM's performance cold air intake that you can buy doesn't even do that. You got to swap out the box and everything. This just makes it a little bit easier. Of course, the instructions and tools that I have for it are 10mm socket. I have a 5/16 nut driver. I have a T10 torque nut, clippers to clip off the wire tie, and I have a screw gun with an extension so I can put the 10mm socket on to pull out the screws. So let's take it out there, get it put on. Okay, first thing we're going to do is use a 10mm socket to loosen up the negative cable off the back. Once loose, remove it out of the way. Next thing we're going to do is remove this PVC pipe off of here by depressing the back of this, and it comes right off. Same way with the top right here. Okay, so I used a long tip screwdriver to loosen up this clamp, and I loosened up this clamp here, and you should just be able to pull it off just like that. Disconnect the mass airflow connection. Remove your screws for your mass airflow sensor. Be careful not to damage it. Using an 8mm socket, remove the 3 bolts holding the housing cover on. And remove the housing cover and the stock filter, OEM filter. And that's it. Removal is complete. Now we're going to go ahead and install the new intake. First thing we're going to do is take the PVC tube and place it on the throttle body. We're not going to tighten anything up yet. We're just going to leave it loose so we can get everything put back together. Next, we're going to take this PVC inlet and connect it on. Just like that. Next, we're going to remove these screws, the mass airflow sensor, place the mass airflow sensor. It'll only go one way. Using the supplied screws. Tighten it down. Place your clamp on the filter tube. Now there's two dots here that you got to line up. Okay, so I got it all installed. A little bit tougher than what I thought. What I don't like is this mass airflow sensor wire is a bit strained here. It appears either this wire should be closer or this outlet should be closer this way. Everything's tightened up. We'll see how it goes, and do a couple test runs and see what happens. Go ahead and reconnect the negative terminal on the battery. Okay, let's start it up. Okay, no error codes. Now the only modification I've done is muffler delete on this. So the intake, even though it's an accessory, is another modification to it. One, because I get it, the manufacturer he figures in cost and quietness, and that's the reason why we have the intake that comes on these with the big resonator box and stuff like that. Tests prove at the shop, and I get it, they have a lot of other factors in there that determine how they get their improvements. But if you look at Lehman Griffin, he put this same intake on his 5.3 2019 Silverado, and he took it and got it dynoed, and he gained 5 horsepower at the wheel. I don't know what he got on miles per gallon. Check him out if you want to see the test results. I think that we'll actually get a little bit of gain in this, maybe in horsepower. And the horsepower, and the miles per gallon I've been getting on this has been anywhere from 16.8 to 17.2, and we'll see if it gets any better. So let's take it for a test run and see what happens. Definitely sounds a little bit more throatier. Muffler delete sounds a little bit nicer. I don't know if there's necessarily any horsepower gain on it. We're going to get on a road here in a few minutes, and we'll be able to step on the gas and see what kind of results we get. Alright, let's see what we can get from start. Wow, definitely seems to be a lot more pickup than what we had from Go. I'm pretty impressed by it. We'll see what the miles per gallon does in about a week. Okay, all in all, I think it was a good upgrade. I think I'll get some horsepower out of it. I definitely think I'll get some miles per gallon, because I don't drive like I'm on a NASCAR circuit, and I know there's a lot of guys out there that'll say otherwise, but what you got to look at is, again, the manufacturer will go on price and basically caters to the general public, not the enthusiast. And when you're factoring cost and you're factoring in what the general public wants, you're not going to get that performance that the enthusiast is looking for. So with that being said, the person that says otherwise, you know, when you buy cheap, you get cheap, and you just get cheap. And for those that say there's no miles per gallon gain on it, well, don't drive like you're on the Indy circuit. Drive regular and you'll probably see a little bit of gain. That's my take on it. I'm happy with the upgrade that I did with the Cold Inductions cold air intake. I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.